All my life I watched as I hide up here alone, hungry for the histories they show me. All my life I memorize. My name is Luis Ramos Minaya. Originally I'm from Dominican Republic and I live in Providence, Rhode Island at this moment. I lived in a very rural place. Economy there was farmers, for rice mainly, and it was fun. We had our ups and downs, but it was mainly a good place. Everybody knew everybody. I grew up in the church, and when I was 12, I already had some role models that were already priests, and I decided to go for the tryout. But I got in, and I loved it. It was a very good experience. I believe if I would have stayed in the Dominican Republic, I probably would have continued the seminary. Well, I first went to Puerto Rico. My stepfather, he lived in Puerto Rico, and then I lived there for 2 years, and then they decided kind of like that they needed a change. We came here in search of a different life. I always liked music, basically, but like in the Dominican Republic, theater is not like a big thing. But then when I came here, a friend of mine, a priest that lives in New York, and he took me to my first Broadway show, and that was an amazing experience, and I knew right there that I want to do this. Lin-Manuel Miranda, he made this show called In the Heights. It's about a Dominican in Washington Heights. That was like the first time that I felt like, oh, so I can actually be in theater. I can actually go to Broadway maybe, because this is basically about somebody like me. The first person that I looked up to that I know, Bert, Silverbird, my teacher of Acting 1. He's a very relaxed teacher. You can go to him for anything. He was the one that told me about the night of the iguana, to audition for it. And thanks to him, I stepped out of my comfort zone because I would never make the first step to audition for a professional play.
I had Luis in class last fall, a year ago this semester. He was in my Acting 1 class. I'd never seen him before that semester. Very quickly after the semester began, I encouraged him to consider trying out for our productions because he hadn't been in any before then. He tried out for the show at the end of December, at the end of the fall semester. And I cast him in the title role in Xanadu.
It was amazing, I loved it. I always wanted to do a musical, and it was everything that I thought it would be. The people here, the cast here, the players, they're amazing. They just like receive you with open arms, and the director, the professors, all of them, like they helped me a lot. And the second production was a straight play, The Night of the Iguana, also surprisingly a professional play. And I saw all these professional actors and actresses. It's amazing to see them work. I learned a lot. I learned a lot in both shows. When I'm performing, it's amazing. I love the feeling of singing. It's physically and also spiritually. It's very satisfying. You feel that everything goes right, everything flows perfectly. It makes me happy every time.
I had a professor in college, and he would use a phrase all the time, which I'm not sure that I understood at the time, but now I do. And he called it the joy of performance. And that's what you get from Luis. When he's on stage, you can see the joy in that performance. He loves being out there, and that's why I think he connects so well to the audience. They see a guy out there really not only talented, but having a wonderful time out there, really enjoying himself. And that's something that you can't create. That's something that's innate.
Qué triste fue decirnos adiós. When I came here, the main thing was the language. The first year I tried to get into CCRI, but I couldn't because I didn't know absolutely nothing of English, nothing.
He amazed me with how well he was able to learn and memorize scenes in a second language for him. He would have these lengthy scenes and be letter perfect with the lines in English.
I am planning to finish here at CCRI, my general studies. I'm planning to go to RIC to getting to the program of musical theater. For you to be an actor, you don't really need a college education, but for me, a college education is very important because I would be the first person in my family to finish college. And then after that, I'm gonna try to stay locally, get some professional shows, hopefully, and I don't know, maybe audition anywhere. You know, I'm planning to live here, to stay here, and then audition anywhere like California, New York, whatever comes the way. It is scary, you know, but I have heard before. I don't remember who was the first person that told me this, but it is good to feel scared because it means that you care.
Very perceptive. I think that's one of the things that separates him from a lot of the students. He gets it. You know, you use that phrase, he gets it. So things that you teach in class, he absorbs and remembers and applies. That's a really important thing.
A lot of people think that when you go for dreams like this, like theater, like movies, or whatever you want to do, they think that you don't know the risks. I know that there might be moments that I don't get anything, but I am considering all possibilities and I'm just going for it because that's what I love to do. At the end of the tunnel, or something like that.